Hey guys, so today I'm starting a video series called College 101. I figured it's not very original, but it's simple and it gets straight to the point. This is basically a series dedicated to helping new college students figure it out. And I was there last year. I understand that the first little bit of college is scary, and especially when it comes to like packing things, you really don't know what you need for school. So that's what we're going to start off with, is a couple videos helping you figure out exactly what you need to take to school with you. If you are interested in these videos, please stick around, subscribe so that you can get these videos sent straight to your news feed, and give these videos a thumbs up. Leave comments with questions or concerns that you might have, and just interact with me. I want to help you guys out as much as I can, especially because this is one of the biggest transition times in your life, and I've been through it. I understand what it's like. So yeah, enough of my rambling about this series. We're going to start it off today with a video about things that you need to take to school with you that you don't know that you need to take to school with you. Some of these you probably already know you need, but there's guaranteed to be some that you probably haven't thought about yet, because they were things I didn't think about, and I looked at every packing list online, and they didn't all cover these things. Coming really soon, I'll do another video about things that you don't need that people tell you you need. So yeah, here we go. So the first thing that you need is medicine for every single issue. You won't have access to your mom's medicine cabinet anymore. Your mom isn't going to be able to be there to be your doctor and prescriber of medications when it comes to, head colds and allergies and just a stomach ache. So this is going to be the first time that you really develop your own kind of medicine cabinet. I took medicine for colds and allergies and sinus problems, which are all three different things. And I took medicines for stomach issues and headaches and all sorts of things. So this is where you're going to expand and maybe grab some medicines that you haven't taken for a few years, because you never know what's going to pop up your first year of college, especially when it comes to dining halls. Sometimes the college food isn't as great as home food, and you might find that your stomach gets a little upset sometimes. And that's not universal for every college. Some universities have really good dining services. But just keep that in mind, that you won't have your mom there to give you medicine when you don't feel good. The next thing is a water bottle, not just like a plastic throw away when you're done water bottle, but a reusable water bottle. I would avoid water bottles that have straws in them. I found that a lot of my friends who had those ended up with mold problems, and it's a lot harder to clean things at college. So try to find one that doesn't have a straw, but that is easy to clean and maybe that you can take apart completely. I have one, it's right over there. I would grab it, but no. I have one that has a filter in it. It's a Brita bottle. I paid like $9 for it. It's wonderful and amazing, and I haven't had a single mold issue the entire year. The next thing seems kind of obvious, but for someone like me, I didn't really think much about it because I don't really care so much about weather changes, but you really need a pair of rain boots and a pair of snow boots. I went all year without them, so it is possible to do it, but my life would have been so much easier countless times if I had just got rid of my pride and bought a pair of rain and snow boots. The next thing that you'll need is an ID key holder. I should have brought mine in here for an example, but it's just basically what you really need is something that you can slide your student ID in, that you can scan through doors with, that can also attach your key to it. This is normally just on a lanyard, whatever. I ended up getting like a bigger one that actually acts as a wallet, so it's where I kept all my credit cards. Not that I have credit cards. It's where I kept my debit cards and my driver's license and cash when I had it. This is just something that's going to be really useful for you, especially if you are a female who's used to carrying a purse. When you get to college, you don't want to carry a purse. You've already got a backpack with you all the time, and it's just inconvenient to carry a purse. If you leave campus, you might decide that you want to, use a purse, but I didn't ever really do that. I just stuck with my wallet. It was so convenient. I got one for like $10 at Walmart, and it could probably last another year, but I might get a new one this summer. The next thing, I mentioned it a second ago, but you really need a backpack. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world that thought this way, but I was convinced that I went through high school without really using a backpack, and I could get through college without one too, but I was stupid. Don't be like me, get a backpack. The next thing is lots of dorm food. I know a lot of people don't really keep a lot of food in their dorm, but for me and my roommate, it was life-sustaining. I don't understand how somebody could not have food in their living space, because, dining halls aren't open all the time, and you can't just always go get food, and a lot of times you don't want to travel across campus to go get some food. And Yeah, you need food in your dorm. I would suggest trying to get as many healthy options as possible because what you eat in your dorm is probably going to be the most options that you have for healthy food. Um, Dining halls and on-campus options do have a lot of healthy food, but a lot of them are processed because they're feeding so many people. They need a lot of mass foods. So even your vegetables tend to get a weird flavor to them. So yeah, get some food for your dorm. The next thing seems pretty obvious, but you definitely need basic office supplies like a stapler and a hole punch, loose leaf paper, stuff like that. But the one that you really, really need to get that you might not think about is a good pair of scissors. You would be amazed how many things you actually need scissors for, and when you don't have them, you need scissors for everything. So please, please make sure that you get some scissors, if nothing else. You also need a big trash can. I'm not talking like a 30-gallon trash can that takes up your whole dorm, but you need a trash can that's at least 8 gallons or more. I would suggest a 13-gallon trash can. I went the first few weeks only having a little like bathroom size 3 to 4 gallon trash can, and it was so useless. I was constantly having to take out the trash, especially when you have food in your dorm, you fill that up even more. So yeah, make sure that you invest in a big trash can and good trash bags. Don't cheap out on yourself and get the cheap ones, because then you're going to have holes in your bags, and especially when you're carrying your trash bags out to dumpsters that are far away from your room, you don't want to be throwing trash all over the the dorm, and I don't know what I'm saying. You also want to make sure that you bring along your personal documents, especially if you go through like a travel process on campus. Sometimes campuses have like travel programs where you can go on trips with your campus. Especially if you're leaving the country, you'll need your birth certificate for that. And bring your social security card. Don't forget your insurance card, your driver's license and ID, bank information. Now, find a way to keep that safe where you won't lose it, but that is important information for you to keep with you now. You'll also really need power strips. At a lot of universities, you can't use extension cords in dorms because those pose a fire risk, but you can use power strips, and I highly recommend them. The dorm that I lived in last year, there were no outlets next to my bed, so I had no way of plugging in my laptop when I was working or my phone, except we were able to get a power strip with an extra long cord and plug that into a outlet around the corner, and we were able to like tape it to the wall kind of. Next one's kind of funny, but bear with me. You need a lot, I repeat, a lot of underwear. Like whatever you have at home right now, go ahead and just double that and maybe even triple that. You're not going to do laundry very often. You're going to need underwear because otherwise you're going to be doing really gross things. So just do us all a favor and buy some extra underwear. Next thing that you need are shower flip-flops. I'm sure you've probably heard about this before, but you might be thinking, I don't really need those, but you really do. It's dangerous to go take a shower without shoes on in a college dorm. You never know what people have going on their feet, and inevitably somebody's going to go there without shoes on, and it's probably going to be the person that's going to give you athlete's foot. So just bring the shower shoes. And finally, this is something that my roommate and I discovered after we got to campus, so I would suggest waiting until you get there to see if it's something that you'll need, but you really might want to invest in a pair of blackout curtains. There were lights outside of our dorm that made it impossible for the room to get dark at night, so my roommate and I just went out a couple days into school and bought some curtains. Curtains might be something that really help you out to get a good night's sleep so that you can actually be productive during the school day. And who doesn't like a dark room when they sleep? Okay guys, so that's everything that I have written down for now. I'm sure that other things will come to me as time goes on, and if so, I'll just pop them into a video. But yeah, this is the first video in this College 101 series, and I would appreciate your thumbs up, comments, and please subscribe. Share this video, especially if you have friends who are going to school, or if you're going to school. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Just leave them down in the comments below. You can find my Twitter handle also in the description. And yeah, I look forward to helping you guys out in this transition process. But until the next time I see ya.